as expected, as previously discussed on the live stream today, if you missed it, the crypto market is down. However, we're still holding above 4 trillion market cap. The sentiment again shift to bearish. I predicted this weeks ago. I said that people are going to say the top is in. If he cuts rates, it's going to cause a final flush out. Then we're going to see a soar. And a lot of people right now are asking the gold question. When is altcoin season? Is it going to come? Are we even going to have one? And again, this is a natural question in response to what's happening in the price. Jerome Powell finally cut interest rates. We're shifting to quantitative easing, which increases consumer spending, through borrowing and loans. And what this does is it gives consumers retail confidence to buy assets, specifically stocks, crypto, ETFs, so on and so forth. Gold is actually doing very well. However, a lot of people see us entering a recession, a bear market, which I'm not saying we won't enter a recession at some point in the future. The way inflation has soared over the past 40 years or so does make it possible for sure to happen, but not right now. But a lot of people are going to fall for this. I said it when Ethereum reached a new all-time high. People are going to say the top is in, and this is a very common response during times like these. Right. And a lot of people have fear, which it's not really showing too much, especially in the metrics, because if you go on CoinMarketCap, you can see fear and greed is still neutral, but the altcoin season index is surprisingly at 75, which Bitcoin dominance is 57%. We're not in altcoin season. And if you notice, they added more stuff to the site, real world assets. Why? Because they're prepping the bull cycle and future pace of crypto. They know where money's going. Right now, people are looking at gold. They're like, what the hell's going on? Gold is just, all-time highs, almost $3,700. NVIDIA is at least at a good price. It's stable. Microsoft, Apple. The future, like I said, is the tokenization of assets. We're at a 2.4 billion market cap for the total tokenization of assets currently, and crypto as a whole is at above 4 trillion, and it's currently holding, although barely, right? And you can see if you go to trending, we're seeing a bunch of some crap coins, some are decent, but a bunch of coins out of the top 100 because the market's down. People are going into trading mode instead of buy and hold mode. And you can see here they're saying we're in oversold territory, which I would say we are. I think we are in oversold territory. And a lot of people are going to unfortunately lose and pivot out of their bags during this time, which, by the way, if you're still here, I'm proud of you for being here for this long. A lot of retail right now is shaken out. They're fed up and they're just totally distraught with crypto. And I always say it time and time again, you got to have patience. You got to have thick skin. Just like anything in life, the good things worth having involves having thick skin, involves having patience and just being consistent, especially when things look bleak. Bitcoin is still above 110K, which is great. Ethereum is still way above 4K. The overall market cap of crypto is above 4 trillion. We're not far away from phase 3 even taking place than phase 4 altcoin season. But the whales are going to continue this manipulation trend until they have the final flush to where they see it's fit and they go, okay, let's go back. Let's turn this around and let's pump the market. And I got a question today on my live stream. John, how will retail come back? Retail's attention spans are very short. Okay, people give a lot of credit to retail. They immediately come back when prices go up and they immediately disappear when prices go down. It's not a matter of what can we do to convince them. They will come back. It's a matter of when, not if. They will come back. We've seen it time and time again in previous cycles in different markets. Okay, but a lot of people are going to miss out because of this fear they're seeing now in the market. And you can even argue and say it's not fear, it's just a delayed pump, right? Everyone kind of baked in the price of Jerome Powell cutting interest rates. He said, at least hinted or allured to the idea that he's going to cut at least 2 more times to finish out the year, which is very bullish. Again, it puts the money printer back on and it increases consumer spending, and eventually it shifts the money around into risk-on assets. We want this to happen. Okay, altcoin season will take place when Bitcoin stops forming a new all-time high, when Ethereum finally peaks, when the top 100 starts to rip. That's when you're going to see your micro caps, your meme coins, your small caps start to fly. Until we see this happen, expect flat price action. Okay, it's not about making crazy moves right now. It's not about shifting and trying to find the best groundbreaking strategy. It's not about becoming a trader and trading your crypto, taxing yourself, putting yourself in short-term gains instead of long-term. It's about just sitting on your hands, making moves when you can. And if you can't, you just sit and wait. That's really all there is, right? Sit and wait. I know you're gonna fall for the headlines, not you who's watching, but a lot of your peers. People are saying bear market's coming. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors just to get you to be distracted, just like the ones you were saying altcoin season tier. Altcoin season is when Bitcoin dominance falls to altcoins. Nothing else. Okay. There's no groundbreaking strategy. There's nothing I can say right now that can reassure you 100%. If there's anything I teach, whether it's in my Discord, which you're more than welcome to join, great group, or just educate, whether it's here on my videos or live streams, is the person who does what they have to get done every single day. You buy cryptos when you see discounts, and you wait if you have no money, and you do nothing if you're done buying. The ones who just do this day in and day out are going to be the ones who get rewarded at the end of this. Okay. I know it's scary. I know we've been doing this for a number of years. Cycles are usually 4 years anyway. And if you remember, last cycle, we saw a top in Bitcoin at November of 2021. So I'm not even ruling that out from happening. We could still see a top for altcoins by the end of this year. All I'm saying is a possibility we're going to roll into Q1 of next year. Okay, so this is not about having a crystal ball. This is not saying this is going to be a certainty to happen. This is about you prepping for what's coming, doing what you can now with what you have, and just maintaining an optimistic level head. That's it. That's it, right? There's nothing else you should be doing right now. For me, I'm just focusing on things outside of crypto. I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm working on other facets of my life, things that are productive and important to me. And I encourage you to do the same. Don't make this crypto your life. Don't be staring at graphs all day. Don't be over leveraged and putting everything you have into crypto. I know it gets tempting. I have a lot of money invested in crypto myself, but you have to make sure that you're setting yourself up the right way and you're not freaking out because you have your rent money, your food money, your house money, your mortgage money, your kids' tuition fund in crypto. Okay, it's a lot of stress when you make decisions like that, right? But again, I made a video recently going from 0 to 100K plus. It's very possible. A lot of you are probably going to make over 100K this cycle. You can hit $1 million or more. Yes, some of you will definitely hit that. But even if you don't, it's still a win if you make more money. Stocks are a 2x at best, and that's after like 7 years. We've been doing this now for 4 years, since 2021. We're going to make a lot more than a 2x. A lot of members already made more than a 2x in crypto, including me. I made more than a 2x from starting back in 2021. Now it's about making more X's while being somewhat level-headed, not being so much in Disneyland and being fed that we're going to 100x our portfolios. Okay, we have a lot of gains to be made, a lot of profits to be had. As far as the forecast for the rest of September, I think we're going to remain red. But I think as we enter Q4 October, we're going to see things pick up. And then as Jerome Powell continues to cut rates, we're going to see more interest come back to crypto. That's my personal belief. And then we're going to see Bitcoin go up. We're going to see Ethereum go up. We're going to see top 100 start to rise up in price. Then we're going to see phase 4 not too long after that. That's my personal projection in crypto. And like I said before, make sure you have an exit plan in place. Be ready. Okay. I'll be making a list soon for top crypto to buy in October. I'll cover different narratives, different niches, different market caps. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably make it maybe next week or so. But until then, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're just staying the course, being patient, be in a support group, especially during these times where it's very challenging. And don't try to do it yourself. Surround yourself around like-minded investors who can help you elevate your game and make profits alongside you. now more than ever will transform your life, your profits, and your financial future. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Definitely helps a lot. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.